chick. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the truth about the credit score system. Well, it's simple. Your credit score is based off of the history of how often or how well you pay your bills on a month-to-month basis, the number of revolving accounts you have reporting, and there's a new feature, the Ultra FICO. The Ultra FICO is based off of three things: Experian, FICO, and Finicity reporting your bank information. This allows people to boost their credit scores who need extra points or what have you to get approved, whether they're trying to get a loan for a house, mortgage, and things and so forth. Because see, when you apply for a credit card or with lenders or mortgages, the mortgages won't verify your income, but credit card companies and certain other lenders, they don't verify your income. They just ask you how much you make and keep it moving. Well, the Ultra FICO, your income is actually verified. They request access to your checking, savings, or money market account, and they watch and look for how long you've had your bank account open, how often you make your purchases, and if you've had or how frequent have you had overdraft fees and so forth. That will help. That Ultra FICO and FICO together are combined and then create a score for you. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to explain how this is going to tie into the social credit score. The social credit score is coming to the U.S., no doubt about it. They call it ESG, and it's like carbon footprint tracking. Pretty much, they're going to keep track of how often you make purchases. Do you make statements from, your political standpoint, where you stand as far as Democrat, Republican, how often are you spending, how much you're traveling, where you travel to, what type of purchases you made. All those things are going to be taken into consideration. Now, the president of the U.S., he's not going to be the one that implemented it. It's actually the private sector, like your financial institution, your bank, Bank of America, for example, even credit unions. I don't know why people think credit unions are better than your traditional standard bank. They all follow the same rules. It's just that credit unions are more so for the community, but they still follow the same banking guidelines as Bank of America. When digital currencies take effect July of 2023, every single sector is going to be impacted because the Executive Order 14067, it mentions the FTC, the SEC, the FCTC, the Attorney General, the Secretary of Treasury, Department of Defense, Department of Technology and Science. Every single department you can think of that works for or with the government is going to be impacted by this. They are actually in the process right now of implementing a system, a payment system that will take on and carry out digital currencies. It's inevitable. I don't know that it's going to make cash obsolete, but I can tell you, and this is all tied into social credit scores. It's all tied in. Like I said, the private sector, they're going to be the one that's actually implementing it, because if you think about it, they're the ones that's actually running the country. They set the rules. I'm for you to go and read it for yourself. You'll see. I'm not making this up. But on another note, I'm going to digress for a minute. But on another note, I've made a personal decision not to deal with or even be bothered with the credit score system. I'm not. You have a choice. You can either work with the system and use it to keep you moving forward in life or what have you, or you can just to do what you have to do to get out of this. What do I mean by that? Well, the credit score system is, it's like a game, you know? It really is. Because you have to keep debt in order to keep a credit score. You have to stay in debt in order to keep a scoring system going. And to me, that gives me anxiety, stress, unnecessary stress. Because I'm like, okay, I done purchased this house, so now I got a mortgage. I purchased this car, so now I got a car note. And yes, I know you can pay these things in cash in full, but not everybody has that amount of money and can do that. So people who have to finance, right? You constantly got to worry. You constantly got to worry about this debt being on you. You know, and trying to hurry pay it off. You know, and get your debt to ratio, to a lower benchmark, which would allow you to have more access to capital. You know, if you want to go take out more loans to do more things for yourself or your family. I'm choosing not to partake in the credit score system anymore because I don't want to carry debt. The Bible says, "Owe no man nothing but love." So if you in debt, you actually sinning. Okay, it's a sin to be in debt. It's a sin. It's a sin. It's a sin. I'm not doing it no more. I'd rather be debt free. I'd rather buy my car cash, build the house, no mortgage. You know, you own it free and clear. Also, be careful and mindful of subscription-based services. You know, the World Economic Forum, by 2030, they're going to make everything subscription-based. I already mentioned this in another video, where car companies are now making it where you have to pay to use the function for heated seats in your vehicle. You're going to have to pay a monthly subscription to use the cruise control in your vehicle. That's insane, you know? And they keep talking about this Green Deal. The Green Deal is BS. It's not going to work. California keeps losing electricity because the electric grid, the grid is strained from so many people using so much electricity that now that they're cutting off your electricity in all throughout the day, every day for who knows how long. Who wants to live like that? That's not life. That's not what life's about. So electric vehicles are not going to work. And then you have to sit somewhere for hours at a time to charge your vehicle versus being able to pull up at a gas station, put gas in your car, and keep it moving. Okay, I digress a whole bit. But my whole point of this video is the credit score system is it's a sham. It really is. If I'm being truthful, honest with you, you got to stay in debt just to keep a credit score. Most people who have paid off their debts, their credit score has dropped because they're no longer reporting every month, you know? And I get it. Some people are not going to agree with me about this, and that's fine. That's your opinion. That's how you feel. Keep doing you. I'm not going to partake in it. Me and my husband, we're going to buy what we want to buy, what we need to buy with cash, and be done with it. And yeah, I know they're saying cash is about to go away, but hey, man, when it comes down to it, you're going to do what you got to do to make a way. All right, take care.